Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are here. Happy 420, by the way. 420. I wake up to Snapchats like this today. And for those that don't know, 420 is like a super happy worldwide marijuana holiday today. Everybody's getting high. They're getting high in the bathroom, in the kitchen, even in the garage. 10 new secrets marijuana smokers won't tell you. Let's just, whoa, breathing in that good ass prana, baby, getting high. So 420, where did that come from? In the 1970s, a group of friends were like, hey, let's meet up every day at 420 and get high. What a great idea. Little did they know that they would be the inspiration for a massive holiday. Now, any holiday is good. People often ask, Ralph, do you smoke marijuana? I don't smoke marijuana. I have a lot of friends that smoke marijuana, and I see what it does to them. I have had an experience with 2 massive weed cookies. And guess what? I didn't even know they were weed cookies. So they kicked in like an hour later when I was in Whole Foods and I was getting really thirsty. And I'm like, where did I park my car? Uh-oh. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Okay, we have a lot to dive into. This being 420, I have a lot of people writing into me saying marijuana has really helped them along their journey. And some people write in saying that they want to stop altogether. And some people are just curious. I get, my energy from the natural good ass prana. At the same time, I know the benefits of marijuana. So we're gonna dive into everything, the pros and also the cons. Cannabis sativa, one of the oldest crops cultivated by man. Our ancestors, yeah, they were getting high, big time. 10,000 BC in ancient China. There is archaeological evidence. Ropes being imprinted in broken pottery. In ancient Egypt, the goddess Seshat, goddess of writing. Wait a minute. What's above her head? A massive leaf. She wasn't even hiding it either. She was getting high. So our ancestors were getting high. Hemp has over 50,000 uses. And 7-day vegan challenge, it's also a complete source of protein. So that's why I'm always eating hemp, baby. I'm always eating hemp. What is the first new secret marijuana smokers won't tell you? Do you know someone that's taken marijuana recently? What are they like? Come on, be honest. It's mind-altering. Marijuana breaks down structure. And my experience eating 2 giant weed cookies was like, wow. It was almost as if my ego was dissolving and reality was looking very strange, very different. I could almost see the illusion of the world we all are living in. And I have a lot of friends who smoke marijuana regularly, and they often tell me that it is so mind-altering. And this could be because of THC, the active compound chemical in cannabis, the cannabinoids. Cannabis is illegal in a lot of countries, but it has recently become legalized in many states in America, and it gives people paradigm shifts. A lot of people who take a lot of marijuana regularly often feel like things aren't as real as they appear to be. And that could be because of the THC. It gives us that natural high. Well, not natural. It is natural because it's a plant. Do you know that our brain can actually produce our own cannabinoids? Slow motion this side. We have an endocannabinoid system. So it's mind-altering. You start to see reality in a whole new way. Now, what is the second secret? New secret marijuana smokers won't tell you. That there was a study by Canadian researchers from the Journal of Drug and Alcohol Review, which showed that if you are consuming weed, that you don't have a big need for alcohol. It reduces the need for alcohol, prescription drugs, illicit drugs. They found 80% substituted it for prescription drugs, 50% substituted it for alcohol, and 32% substituted it for illicit drugs. So many people who are taking marijuana is helping them not become addicted to alcohol or prescription drugs or illicit drugs. So it's doing a lot of good. What is the third new secret marijuana smokers won't tell you? Now, this is where we're gonna talk about a con, because I'm always talking about benefits of marijuana. Stacy Gruber, a neuroscientist, she talks about how teenagers and young adults consuming a lot of marijuana, smoking a lot of marijuana, they exhibit more impulsive behavior than their peers. She also went on to show how they've got a different brain, white matter, and also how they have a poorer cognitive and executive functioning. Now, a lot of people who are smoking right now are probably thinking, what? And I often find this fascinating, that sometimes people actually feel people who smoke a lot might perform poorer when it comes to cognitive tasks. But what I really feel about this is that many people who are smoking a lot of marijuana, reality starts to look funny, period. You're not gonna want to sit all the time in school because you're starting to realize so much of what we have been told has been a lie. So marijuana is really helping you open your mind, but always be aware of other research, which you may not like to hear because it could open your mind to something you didn't see before. What is the fourth new secret marijuana smokers won't tell you? Marijuana helps people with chronic pain. And this is because of the cannabinoids, right? Helps people with chronic pain, arthritis, because cannabis, the cannabidiol, what happens? It reduces the inflammation. So it's a powerful medicine For people who have pain problems, it does wonders. What is the fifth new secret marijuana smokers won't tell you? So there was this famous study in the British Journal of Cancer which showed that the THC in marijuana actually inhibited tumor growth, brain tumor growth. So scientists all around the world are already starting to see the benefits of marijuana when it comes to tumor growth and reducing it. What is the sixth new secret marijuana smokers won't tell you? Breast cancer. The US National Library of Medicine, they published a study which was conducted by the California Pacific Medical Center. And they found that, guess what? The cannabinoids in marijuana inhibited breast cancer. Slow motion this side. Cell proliferation and invasion. And it also reduced the tumor mass. So marijuana is doing wonders for people with breast cancer. What is the seventh new secret marijuana smokers won't tell you? That Colorado researchers found that people who were smoking marijuana a lot had decreased amounts of migraines, right? So it helps people dealing with migraines. Now, if you are someone who is getting high right now as you're watching this video, do you have a migraine? Do you have a migraine? No? Okay. Right? So that is a huge benefit. Headaches and migraines, it helps a lot. What is the eighth new secret marijuana smokers won't tell you? Now, this is another con. Scientists have found, even in Harvard, Stanford, that marijuana may cause people to become more paranoid, which may even lead to schizophrenia. Oh my days. Don't tell me that. Now, my experience taking those 2 massive weed cookies, I was becoming a little bit jittery. But I feel that my friends who smoke marijuana a lot, they've been doing it for so long that they're just chill all the time. And I feel it depends why you are doing it. I have a good friend who says that when they're smoking marijuana, it's like they are entering oneness. There is no separation. But a lot of research shows that it can cause paranoia. So just remind yourself, if you got friends around you who are always pressurizing you into taking marijuana, don't take it because they're taking it. Follow your heart and do what works for you. I know that when I had taken those 2 massive weed cookies, I was driving and it was hard for me to concentrate. And luckily I pulled over. Then I went to the hospital, then I got a massive bill. Happens like that, right? But research shows as well that people who are consuming a lot of marijuana have an increased risk of car accidents if they're high and driving at the same time. So sometimes you got to also become aware of this kind of research because it's so important. Now, what is the 9th new secret marijuana smokers won't tell you? There is a marijuana-based drug called Epidiolex, which has been found to reduce compulsive seizures in people who have epilepsy. Slow motion this side. I actually saw a video of a guy who has epilepsy and they gave him some marijuana and he just calmed down a few minutes afterwards. It was a viral video. So the benefits, what marijuana is doing for people, it is helping them heal. It is helping people who have seizures. This can only be a positive thing. It can only be something to be celebrated. And what is the 10th new secret marijuana smokers won't tell you? Marijuana reduces nausea and vomiting associated with chemotherapy. So once again, we are seeing how marijuana is like the great healer. Can we just like have a moment of silence for marijuana right now on 420? Okay, that's good. But we are told in our society, oh, it's a drug. No. Marijuana, nobody has ever died from smoking marijuana. But every year, 6 million people die from tobacco. And they're saying by the end of the century, tobacco-related diseases could kill up to 1 billion people. So when I look at it like, oh, I get it. Because when I took those 2 massive weed cookies, it was almost as if I would see the TV like on a screen somewhere and I would see like all the lies inside of it. Can you imagine if everybody was smoking marijuana everywhere you looked? What kind of a society do you think we would be living in? Probably a more civilized one. Can I get a hello there? So there you have it. 10 new secrets marijuana smokers won't tell you. Once again, do your own research. As I see it, I don't even smoke marijuana, but I realize that I may have to use it. I might have to smoke it if I have chronic pain, because there are so many benefits of marijuana. And more evidence is coming out as we speak. So a happy 420 to all of those super high deep divers right now. I celebrate with you. Have a beautiful day. Infinite waters, diving deep. Once again, stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You